Awesome stuff. Anyways, right on to something quite unique as well to South Africa. Now, South Africa has long been the gateway to Antarctica, and explorers and researchers all set sail from Cape Town to reach the iced-up continent, and this unique position has also lent itself to South Africa doing incredible research of its own.
That's incredible. Now, from the 1970s, the Agulhas was the ship that carried equipment, supplies, and people to Antarctica, and it was retired in 2012. Well, its successor, the SA Agulhas II, has been making waves in helping African scientists carry out valuable research, and it recently paid a visit to the mother city.
The SA Agulhas II is an ice-breaking polar supply and research ship, and her primary objective is to carry out scientific research and supply South African research stations in the Antarctic.
The characteristics that sets her apart from her predecessor is that she's more powerful in terms of the engine power, and also she's built more for passenger class and also more for a tanker specification. So she's a multi-purpose vessel even in the design. The bow design is also for sliding above the ice and then break it with the weight. And she's twice the weight of the older Agulhas.
The ship was designed to support institutions and scientists doing physics, chemistry, ocean and climate research in the Antarctic and sub-Antarctic islands, and is kitted out with all the scientific equipment the researchers would need.
The studies on the ship really begin as the ship leaves the port. We have scientists that join the ship, and their work starts immediately as the ship leaves. The ship has a wide range of sensors that measure a range of ocean aspects as the ship is moving. But also the ship stops at stations, scientific stations as they are known. We then put instruments into the water to great depths, over 1,000 meters. We take water samples, measurements of temperature, salinity, and the ship really continues working as it leaves the port. Once it gets to Antarctica, the land-based scientific crews then take over. While they are busy on their work for a few weeks, the ship then leaves the island or the Antarctic base and then moves around, and more samples are taken. So we try not to waste any time of the ship because it's a huge ship and a wonderful resource.
A small community of microbiologists, oceanographers and related scientists, most of whom are South African, are leading the way in gaining insight into the marine environment around our country, and they're advancing Africa's place in science research globally.
I'm an offshore benthic ecologist, and basically my work involves mapping or characterizing the seabed. And I work in depths deeper than 30 meters, and I look at the critters there, so the small creatures, and I try and make sense of the distribution, how abundant they are, and also look at physical parameters within the areas. The most exciting thing about being on board with scientists is that we speak the same language, but in different tones. So you get to bounce off your ideas, different people, different age groups, different backgrounds, and you get some sort of insight on the broader side of science, and which I also find very exciting.
The Department of Environmental Affairs hosted an open day while the Agulhas II was docked in the V&A waterfront in Cape Town, allowing the public to explore this amazing ship.
Yes, I would like to work on a ship and I would like to be a biker.
Ek sal graag op dit wil werk en ek sou 'n biologist wil wees.
Yes, I would like to work on a ship one day and I would like to be a cook because I would like to feed some of the people that are full of hunger.
Ek sal 'n scientist op die skip wil wees.
The Agulhas II is destined to continue its mission for decades, so it will need future crew and scientists to build on the good work being done now. And this can be achieved either via maritime studies or a branch of marine science.
The world is your oyster. Explore. Science is about getting in touch with that younger being. It's about finding answers to questions that are usually asked that you don't really pay attention to. But science, I mean, it begins the minute you open your eyes. So don't be afraid to explore.
Out in the Atlantic Ocean, men and women are quietly doing important work, and we can all be proud of the achievements of South Africa's remarkable ship of science.